All right, let's jump right into the driver's seat of the future, because today we're exploring the absolutely incredible vehicles that are set to be on and maybe even off our roads way sooner than you might think. I mean, just think about that for a second. We're not talking about a simple machine anymore, are we? We're talking about a vehicle that could be your personal chauffeur, a true extension of your digital life, or hey, even your own private aircraft.
And here's the best part, the most exciting part. This isn't science fiction. This isn't some movie plot. These concepts are being designed in labs and pushed to their absolute limits on test tracks as we speak. This is real.
And we're not looking at some distant, far-off dream either. We're talking about a full-blown revolution in transportation that experts believe is really going to start taking shape by 2030. You know, that's just around the corner. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this all down. We'll start with the road to 2030, then look at how AI is taking the wheel. After that, we'll see how the car itself is becoming something alive. Then, what happens when we leave the road behind completely? And finally, you get to think about which future ride you'd choose. So what does this road to 2030 actually look like? Well, there are these fundamentally different visions that are popping up from two very different camps. You've got the tech giants on one side and the legendary automakers on the other. Let's dig into these competing philosophies. First up, let's talk about the vision of the car as a service. Now, this future isn't really about owning a vehicle in the traditional sense. It's more about accessing transportation whenever you need it, on demand. It's a world that's going to be driven by software, by data, and by some seriously powerful artificial intelligence, all led by some of the biggest names in tech. And right here in this space, two totally different philosophies are taking shape. On one side, you've got Tesla, and they are pushing for the ultimate utility vehicle. And on the other side, you've got Apple, who are reportedly designing the ultimate lifestyle device that just happens to have wheels. Tesla's Robotaxi is all about pure, unadulterated function. I mean, the interior tells you the whole story. There's no steering wheel, there are no pedals, because you are not the driver. It's a completely autonomous vehicle designed from the ground up to replace taxis and ride-sharing, all at an incredibly low cost. This is mobility boiled down to its very essence. And then, there's the super secretive Apple car. The thinking here seems to be all about creating an extension of their ecosystem. Just imagine, your iPhone, but as a luxury vehicle. It's all about a seamless, safe, and of course, beautifully designed user experience where your car is just another one of your connected Apple devices.
Now, while the tech companies see cars as this data-driven service, the legacy automakers, well, they're dreaming up something a little more organic. They see a future where the car isn't just a tool you use, but a responsive, intuitive partner that actually connects with you on a much deeper level.
So, to really get this next leap, you have to understand the core technology that makes it all possible. And that is biometrics. Basically, it's the science of using your unique physical traits, like your heartbeat or your palm print, not just to identify you, but as a form of direct control. It's the key that unlocks this next car. And this is it, the Mercedes AVTR. It uses that biometric tech in a totally fascinating way. It's actually inspired by the movie Avatar, and you don't steer it, you kind of merged with it. You place your hand on a central console. The car literally reads your pulse, and then it responds to your intent. It's a stunning concept, and yeah, it even has this crab-like 360-degree movement. An intuitive connection is one thing, that's for sure. But what if a car could do more than just read your pulse? What if it could physically adapt to your every single need, right in the moment? Well, that is the wild idea behind the BMW Vision Next 100. It has a shape-shifting body. Seriously, its exterior skin and interior parts can physically move and reconfigure themselves. And this isn't just for show. It lets the car switch from ease mode, where the AI drives and the inside becomes a lounge, to boost mode, where you take back control and the car's entire focus shifts to the pure experience of driving.
Okay, so we've seen cars as a service and cars as a partner. But this final vision for 2030, it's the most ambitious one yet. It's a fundamental rethinking of mobility that gets rid of the one thing all cars have needed until now, the road.
Yep, we are talking about flying cars. And believe it or not, they are becoming a reality much, much sooner than most people think. Companies like XPeng and Aeromobile are deep in the development of electric vehicles that can take off and land vertically, just like a drone, which is really the key to making them practical for cities. The promise here is just breathtakingly simple. Traffic becomes optional. Just imagine your daily commute, but in 3 dimensions, lifting off and flying right over all that gridlock down below. That is the incredible freedom this technology offers. Okay, wow, we've covered a lot of ground and a lot of sky. So how do all these incredible competing visions for the future of transportation really stack up against each other?
When you really break it down, you see each one represents a totally different philosophy. Tesla gives us pure utility through its full self-driving AI. Apple offers that seamless integration into our digital lives. The Mercedes AVTR introduces an organic connection through biometric control. The BMW Vision Next 100 gives us a dynamic, adaptive experience with its shape-shifting body. And finally, of course, flying cars offer the ultimate freedom of flight.
So there you have it, 5 distinct visions for 2030. A low-cost autonomous taxi, a luxury device on wheels, a living partner, an adaptive companion, or your own personal aircraft. You know, the question isn't really if these vehicles are coming anymore, but which one of these futures will ultimately define the way we all move. So, which one would you